Hello and welcome back to the podcast. Today's episode is going to be very short and very sweet. For those of you who don't know, the 24th of September is a national holiday, meaning we all get the day off. We get to take the day and just celebrate the heritage that we have. And over the years, the day has actually been rebranded to be known as National Braai Day, which is a day to actually start the fire, braai some food, and just enjoy the day with your nearest and dearest. And the beauty of this is that South Africa is known as the Rainbow Nation, a coming together of so many cultures and people and colors and ethnicities and all sorts of things, and just create this melting pot of beautiful combinations, celebrating something so huge, especially for our country that has gone through apartheid. And celebrating coming together, to me, honestly feels a bit, how should I even put this, not as important and significant as it should be. And this is not just a feeling I've had about this holiday. It's honestly something that has been coming along this whole year. From experiencing Easter in a lockdown to having to go through so many different holidays with all these added measures that actually restrict you from showing your gratitude and your happiness surrounding the event. Every Women's Day, we used to go to an event called Pennies for Princesses, which is essentially a charity organization where every year the money that gets collected due to this event gets given to a charity that either supports girls or women or grandmothers, or a specific fund that was related to females in some sort of way. Not being able to go to that event sucks. Not just because we have a good time dressing up and going out to this event, but the fact that there's so many rules and regulations around going out in general. And now also we can't do this thing that we love to do together, and you can't even give back to charity because everything has, once again, their rules and regulations. That has just been upsetting to me. We can't celebrate it in the same way. I mean, yes, we are now going down a level. However, there are still so many rules and regulations when it comes to parties and gatherings and things like that. It's so harshly imposed that it's not even fun to go to a party or to try and enjoy yourself. I mean, we were drinking grape juice out of champagne glasses for my mom's birthday to celebrate. And we did have a good time, I'm not gonna lie. But it wasn't the same as being able to celebrate with our family in a big way. And that has been upsetting to me literally each and every holiday. I mean, I wanted to put in leave because this holiday, if I'm not mistaken, is happening on a Thursday. So it's a national public holiday. Everyone is off. Meaning everyone gets Thursday off. And if I put in leave for Friday, I have a super long weekend. But what's the point when there's nothing I can really do on that holiday or on that extra day that I decide to take? For me, essentially, a public holiday is just staying at home but just not working. And that's sad because I'm not an extrovert by any means necessary. And I like that because I don't need external factors, you could say, to entertain me. I find my own entertainment, I do my own thing. I have no qualms with literally sitting in a restaurant by myself and enjoying my day. So the fact that I can't even just go out and do that anymore is upsetting, to the point that it's making me not even appreciate the importance and significance of days like these. Something that was literally illegal for my parents to do is now completely legal and embraced and enjoyed, not only in our country but in other parts of the world as well, where they've also gone through a segregation kind of a thing and now can celebrate not having that anymore. It's sad that I don't feel the joy that these holidays are supposed to bring and that we can't celebrate it in a really good way. And I understand that this virus has taken over everything, but it's really, really hard to stay positive with all these things going on. But like I do, I'm definitely trying to stay positive and just trying to focus on the future and actually try and use this to make myself a better person. Because I know a lot of times when it comes to things like this and celebrating who we are and where we've come from, a lot of people actually have issues around that. I mean, there are so many people who don't accept different parts of themselves because of their history and the fact that it's maybe not the best or the easiest or the simplest for themselves. The silver lining I want to take from this is look back on yourself and your history and your family if you can, and figure out where you come from and all these different factors that make up who you are as a person. Accept them. And if you can't accept them, accept that you are not accepting that part of you and fill it with something of your own making, but make yourself a happier whole person for you. Be a better person for yourself. A lot of people think that, once you're in a relationship, the other person will complete you, or once you achieve something, you'll feel better. You need to feel better where you are right now. And that is something that a lot of people don't grasp. And I think the more we learn and try and understand about ourselves and where we are and who we are, the better off we'll be. Like I said, this wasn't a long one. It was honestly pathetically short. But just because I didn't want to rant on and on and on about, oh, woe is me that I'm not feeling these holidays. I survived Easter in a lockdown without my mom. And that was really hard because we love Easter and all the things we do. All these public holidays and things, I like to spoil my family with themes around it. So Easter, we always get Easter themed things. I go Christmas crazy, it's not even a joke. All other significant things like Women's Day, like my mom, my sister, and I will do something. My brother will spoil us. There's always something that we do around these holidays that we can say, that holiday we did this, that one we did that. And having these lockdown rules has been soul crushing in terms of being able to go out and do these things, to the point that I don't even like going to a mall anymore, especially when there's Vita available, because that's something I love. And with these rules, you're not even allowed to drink in public unless it's in like certain designated areas. It's just a nightmare I'm not enjoying dealing with. But I understand it's for the safety of all involved, so I will adhere to it, but I'm not going to enjoy it, just by the way. So I would like to take a second to add in here for any of those listening from last week's podcast. I am doing much better. I've taken this past week off and not done anything regarding my podcast, so I haven't uploaded any posts to Instagram or anything like that. I've just taken this week off to try and rest and recover. My family has taken brilliant care of me and I'm doing much, much better. So I thought I would just put that in here before I finish off this podcast. Like I said, I didn't want to make this podcast too long, just a short thing for this up and coming holiday. Look inwards, do your exploration, and make that the focus of your week. Looking into who you are and where you come from. Because the more you know about where you come from, the better you can go forward in your life. That's the thing to take with you through this week. Another thing that you can take with you is to find this song. So this song of the week is actually the unofficial national anthem, and it's called Nkalakatha by Mandoza. And you say that and everyone knows exactly which song you're talking about. So you can actually look out for the artwork that I will be posting later on in this week on my Instagram. I am going to be uploading to Instagram more this week just to get a feel of it, a better handle on my social media in general. Thank you for listening. I hope you have a great week. Slay the day, and I will see you next time. Love you. Bye.